In the heart of the whispering woods, there lived a crow who was faster than the wind, but slower than a stone when it came to patience. To him, waiting was a prison. He saw a butterfly, he lunged. He saw a cloud, he screamed at it for moving too slow. The wise old owl watched from above, his eyes heavy with ancient stillness. Even the tortoise, inching through the moss, seemed to mock the crow's frantic spirit. "Why wait?" the crow would laugh, doing flips in the air. "Life is for the fast, and I am the fastest of all."
Then came the golden temptation, a farmer scattering seeds like tiny treasures across the tilled earth. The crow's eyes gleamed. He didn't see a trap, he only saw a feast. A sparrow whispered a warning, "Wait for the shadow to pass." But the crow's muscles were already coiled springs. He dove, a black streak against the midday sun. He landed in a whirlwind of dust, pecking greedily, blind to the giant boots thundering toward him. Clap! A narrow escape, a swinging hat, and the bitter taste of dust instead of grain.
Silence is a heavy thing when you are hungry. From his lonely fence post, the crow watched the others, those who waited, eating peacefully in the golden glow of the field. His stomach was empty, but his heart was heavier. He sought comfort at the pond, only to see a reflection he didn't like, an angry, desperate bird. Then a piece of bread appeared, bobbing in the center of the deep water. Rushing once more, he reached, he slipped, and the cold, dark water swallowed his pride with a mocking splash.
Dripping and defeated, the crow watched a master. The heron stood in the silver mist, a statue of feathers and bone. He didn't chase the bread, he let the ripples bring the world to him. When the moment was perfect, snap, the strike was as silent as a thought. The crow sat humbled. For the first time, he didn't fly away. He stood on one leg. He felt the twitch in his muscles. He felt the urge to scream. But he stayed. He watched the light change. He learned that stillness is not weakness. It is power.
Then came the ultimate test, the mango. It was green, hard, and sour. "Wait," the parrot urged. "The sun is cooking a miracle inside." The crow's stomach roared, a physical ache of hunger. One day passed in a blur of shifting shadows. 2 days passed under the lashing of a cold rain. 3 days passed as others mocked his stillness. But the crow remained. He watched the wind. He listened to the forest. And then a streak of gold appeared on the skin, a promise kept by the hands of time.
The wait was over. The mango was no longer fruit, it was a reward. Every bite was nectar. Every drop was a victory, won through silence. The crow looked at the owl and finally understood. Waiting is not losing time. It is gathering strength. Now, as the moon rises and new, restless wings land on his branch, the crow doesn't fly away in a hurry. He smiles. He speaks with the grace of a teacher. For he has learned the greatest secret of the woods. Patience always wins, and the best things come only to those who can stay still.